resources will create and manage. Network resources in the sense it might be computers, accounts, like functional accounts, groups, and everything comes under network objects or resources. Active Directory, am I audible?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Basically, Active Directory is useful for authorization and authentication of the access. Authorization and authentication also. Active Directory use it for both. So if we come to Zoitis and what L2 perspective we do here is only user creations and groups creations. Under groups we have security groups and admin groups we have, and functional accounts we have, and service accounts we have. So responsibility of the L2 admin is same, creation of all these things. Sorry. So in Zoitis, we have domain called cord.zoitis.com is one domain, and cord.zotes.com is one domain. So basically, here in Active Directory called as forest, trees, domains, organizational units, sites. We have a hierarchy like that. So if you see here, we have a Active Directory where everything comes under Active Directory, all these things. The forest, we call it as a forest first. Forest in the sense how many domains domains available in one under forest. But here in Zoitis, we have two domains. Like one is cord.zoitis.com and another one is called the cord.zotes.com. So Zotes is for test we are using, and Zoitis is like for prod, as we know. Can someone acknowledge if I am audible or not, or you are understanding or not?
Yes, Srilata.
Yes, Srilata, we can understand.
Okay. As of now, I'm just telling as the Zoitis side only, because if you go to complete Active Directory, there's concepts and everything is entirely different, and it will take almost 4 days to us. So I'll tell as a L2 perspective what we need, and I'll tell why those are used. So as we have this cord.zoitis.com is a prod. This is the main Active Directory is everywhere. If you see in SailPoint, Active Directory is the main source to read the objects into SailPoint. And 2FA will read objects from here. If you take secure one also will take users from here only. Is the authentication and authorization happen from the Active Directory only. That's why Active Directory is very much important in any of the network. If you come, if you can go through the concepts of Active Directory, like what is domain, what is tree, and everything, so that you will get idea about the what is about the domain, what is Active Directory, trees, domains, and everything. After that, we will be having organizational units. OUs in the sense, here assessment is one OU, because under domain we cannot include everything like that. We cannot put everything in the domain. That's why it is segregation of the objects, resources, segregation of the resources. How we do it, we'll call it as organizational units. So this is one OU. Built-in accounts will come under one OU, like clients. Under clients, we have admins, contacts. Each one is called one OU. So NCLF means here we call it as the service accounts. Where service accounts is placed is under NCLF. This is one OU. If you take here, this is one distribution list where it is created under groups. So like that, this is called OU. For each and everything, we need to create one OU. Under that, all the objects will come and sit under that OU while creation. So we have groups. Under groups OU also we have sub OUs, admin OUs, Azure AD OU, cloud OU, like that. If you see there is a contiguous name like CN equal to DN equal to, how it comes is from here only. This OUs and everything will come here only. Objects created under which OU, then that contiguous names we use. So as per L2, day-to-day operations, what is important is first, creation of the groups. What is groups and why we have to create the groups? Groups are like if anybody wants to add people into the group, like for any of the axes like DLs or security groups or anything will come under the groups only. So groups are like, okay, for providing access to n number of persons, the groups will be created. So if, for example, we are all one team, so we need access to one database or one application like that. So each and every time we cannot add each and individual user ID to any application. That's why as a solution, these groups can be created and are all IDs will add into that group, and then access will be provided to that particular group. So whoever member of that groups will get the access. So that is the reason why groups can be created. So with using the groups, we can provide access to multiple members to any application or to any mails or anything. So then I will complete the user ID creation then. Okay, first not group, then we'll go to first user ID creation. If any employee or anyone join to the any of the organization, first what is the minimum requirement for them? ID to log into the machine. To log into any machine, for them ID is very much important. So where that ID is created? In the Active Directory only, because it is the network resources where each and everything will come and sit in the Active Directory. So for that user ID creation, how we will create? We'll be having some procedure to create that user ID. So as I said, we have a OUs. In any organization, we'll be having domain, we'll be having OUs and everything. So to segregate between the objects and resources, here OU is users for us. If anyone want any ID to be created, under users we'll create. So here we are not creating users. Now security team is creating the users. But actually these users and everything will create by Active Directory admins. But here in Zoetis, we have only limited part is assigned to the IDAM persons. So as a Active Directory admin, we can create the users also in this object. How we'll be following one procedure like first name, last name, like how our IDs are created like. So this is the standard procedure using for user ID. Where these user IDs are created in this domain under clients OU, under users, this will be created. So how they will create? First name, last name, display name, and email ID. They will give us the email ID. And for us, login ID is given as this one in this domain. So here we will be having different domains. But why we are giving only Zoetis.com is like security team is giving only Zoetis.com is our domain name is @Zoetis.com. Even though our complete domain is corporate.zoetis.com, but we should not give that one, because this Active Directory login mechanism, like systems login also, while building the machines, they'll give domain as @Zoetis.com only. This corporate.zoetis.com is complete name. fully domain name, but this is @zoetis.com is the domain name. So that's why the user logon name is this one and our entity, the display name is this one. So under organization, they'll give all these details, and profile they'll update, and manage it by, if it is there, they'll update, otherwise no. So basic requirement for any person who joins in the company is username. So once this username is created, the next process is getting access to any of the resources. Resources in the sense any application or anything, any printer or anything. If printer also sometimes, if you see, if members in this group only can get the printer access, then how will get printer access? Then that particular member will be added to that specific groups, printer groups. There the groups concept will come. So in general, we have only groups, like these groups can be distribution groups or security groups or anything. Here what we check is here we are working on the security groups and admin groups. Am I clear or anything to be?
Yeah.
So if you have any doubts, please let me know.
No, I understood, Master.
Because I have given Nikhil the different KT, now I am going through only the SOP. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I am able to understand. No doubts here.
Sriram, I can suggest you one thing. If you have time, go and read the Active Directory concepts. What is Active Directory? What is forest? What is tree? And what is domain? What is OU sites and everything? Then you'll get a clear picture on, you'll get clear picture on what is Active Directory. So that's the basics. What is Active Directory? The logical thinking of Active Directory you'll get. Once Active Directory,
I went through them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. Yeah. Tell me.
No, I went through the domain, OUs, domain trees, forest, AD. I went through the basic theoretical concepts.
Okay. Okay. Good. Then groups. Here, the groups might be distribution lists and the security groups. Generally, the purpose of the distribution list and the security groups is same, like creation, like groups under, they comes under groups only. But here, distribution lists are used for sending mails to the particular members or else providing access and everything. Here, DLs are created by the messaging team, not by us. Here in Zoetis, messaging team will be taking care of distribution lists, and IDAM team is taking care of the security groups and admin groups. So again, we have another OU called groups. Under that, we have admin. For admin, we have one OU, and for security, we have one OU, and for servers, we have one OU. So we are creating servers, like we are adding members into the servers groups, but we are creating admin groups and security groups if any request comes.
Okay.
Why these groups? What is admin group and what is security group? If a security group is like group which can be provided access to any of the application. Security groups can be provided access to the any of the application. There will be two types, I told you, right? Distribution groups and security groups. So distribution groups, only we can send mails to the DLs, but they cannot get access to any of the application. Like if you take, we have a SAP application, there you need to provide access to the multiple members. Then what I told you, right? We have to provide the security, like groups. We will provide access to the particular group, and who are all members in that group will get access to that application. So distribution, whenever any group is created under distribution, cannot be added in that application. Only security groups can be added into the application.
Okay.
That is why there is a difference of distribution list and the security groups. If you ask me whether we cannot send mails to the security groups, yes, we can send mails to security groups also. But the difference is between DLs and the security groups is to provide access to the any of the application, security groups can be used.
Groups can be used.
So that is the difference. So if you take any of the group here, how we will create groups, security group. Here, we log in password. Security new group. If anybody writes any request for we want security group to be created. So you will get a request incident like we want one security group. At the time we'll be having one standard template. So we have to ask user to fill the template, like how they have to provide the like a group name in the standard format. We'll be having standard formats are there. So group creation. We are responsible for creating the security groups in the AD based on the user request. Exceptional cases, if the request is create distribution group, please route it to the GBL messaging. I told you that we are not responsible for any of the distribution groups. We are checking only security groups. If any request comes for distribution list or group distribution group like that, we can route it to the GBL-messaging. And again, security groups, again, we have 3 types of scopes we will be having. The different types of security admin server we have, I told you, right? In Zoetis, we have 3 group types. This one, each one is for different purpose. Security group here, it is used for adding the members. It can be a bank account, it can be a regular account. Generally, it is a regular account only. And for admin group, group, only bank accounts can be added.
Okay.
We are not adding any other accounts. Like regular accounts, we are not adding. Only bank accounts we are adding. And for server group is like if while creation of any server, for that server, one group is getting created with that machine name -admins. -admins refers to the server admin groups. So if anyone requested for server admin groups, only bank accounts will be added into the server admin groups. We can go one by one, but I'm telling how many different types of groups we have. So we have security group, admin group, and server group. And different group scopes are there, like global, domain local, universal are there. Global, again, there are different concepts for this one. I can give you the URL, you can go through that one, it will be easy. Like which domain, like groups can be added to the which group, like that. Like domain, local groups, global groups, and everything will be added into another group, like that. Like nesting of the groups. If we have one group in the global, we'll be having another group of domain local group. So whether we can add the domain local group in global group or not, that is the concept of group scoping.
Okay.
So, okay. The user has to provide the template, like how they want the naming convention and everything. Usually groups ends with -G, -U, -L, like that. -G refers to the global group, -U refers to the universal group, -L refers to the local group. Mostly everybody asks me the global group only because it will give access to the domains. So this is how we create new group, and we have to give the group name.
Okay.
predefined group name and description. That a requester can update the here, like they'll give like AD security group primary owner, their NTID and
Okay.
secondary owner we have to give, and group scope based upon the user provided group scope. In the template there are like there is an option to select domain local group or global group or universal group like that. So based on their request, we can select either domain local or global or universal. So mostly global, right? So we can select global, and group type is by default, it is the security only.
Security. Okay.
Okay. So we can do space there hyphen. And here naming convention is KZD, site name and what they want group name hyphen G. This is the standard name they use. Like site, it is KZD. If it is like LIN, like another site, it is ILN, like that.
Okay.
So description we have to give. Next. Here, for any group, will not create any mailbox.
Okay.
So for any groups, will not create any mailbox. If you create mailbox also, it will not work for the groups. So we should
Okay.
not check this one.
Okay.
And click on finish by opening the properties. We have to update some properties. I'll show it in the already created thing. So we can click on finish. So this is
Okay.
how it will create. So group name is a domain local group. That's why we have
Local.
they have mentioned like L, right? Hyphen L.
L.
So
Yeah.
we have given the domain local and security and manage it by. Generally, manage it by has to update. Here it is not updated,
Okay.
but we have to update the manager also. Click on change and we can update the manager. They'll provide the details in the template. And
Okay.
secondary owner also has to update. Here we can update secondary owner. Few of the security groups, it's not updated. If you check few of the groups, it is updated. So we should not check this one. Secondary owner can, if you click that one, the secondary owner can able to add the members. And if you check this one, manager can update membership list. If we check this one,
Yeah.
the manager who manages this TL, like security group, they
Yeah.
can update the members from the network,
Yeah.
like that is separate. They can access the group from network path and they can update the members directly without reaching
Okay.
us. So we should not check
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
Here we are not checking this one. And we can click on save. So this is for the security group. So for security groups, we are creating under groups security. And in Zotest also same, forward Zotest.net. The domain name for Zotest is .net, not .com.
Okay.
And the group and security, and for admin group, the same. And in Zoetis, forward.zoetis.com groups and admin, under admin we are creating, and in the Zotest under here. So I can show you for admin how it. If you go to admin here.
New group.
So admins, mostly admin groups are end with hyphen G only.
Okay.
One minute. So admin groups, if you take this one, see, this is created under admins and groups and admins. So while raising request itself, users will ask, we want security group, we want admin group, like that. If they did not mention, we have to send the clarification mail to that particular user. Please provide us which type of group you want to create. We'll be having templates also for that one. I can share that one.
Okay.
So once they provided the information, we can create under that particular role. So this is for the admin group they have mentioned. See, manage it by, I told you, right? We can update the manager column. So this way it is updated the primary manager, and secondary manager they have not updated. Distinguished name is CN equal to KZ. CN is a common name. This is the group name. OU means organizational unit where it is under admin, where under again OU groups, and the DC is for, and again DC is what it is, DC is dot com. If anybody asks you for we want the distinguished name for this particular group list, you can come here and you can click on object and you can provide it. This is not only in AD, if in SailPoint or anything, wherever, if any user is asking using any application and they want any of the distinguished name, or if they ask for the contagious name or anything, no, we can provide this one for that one. Not only this one, in any user or bank account or for everything, distribution name will be available. We can just go to object and we can go here and we can provide this one directly. So they can map it in their application. Is it clear?
Yes.
We can go. So this is the group creation template will be there, like request from new group creation, like parameter, domain name, where they want, group name, what they want.
Okay.
And group type, they will mention here whether it is security or admin.
Okay.
And group scope, whether it is global or universal or anything. Short description of that group. So short description is also very much mandatory to create that one. List of group members, like how many, this I will come later, like primary owner and secondary owner. Basically, they will give the list of group members to be added also. So once any group is created, we can click on this one and members. So from here, we can add the members by searching here. Enter, it will display here. We can check it and OK. Then it will come and add here. But before adding any member into any of the group, whether it is security or admin or server admin, here what we will do is we will send mail to the owner of that group.
Okay.
By asking the approval. There are templates are there. If you go to SOP, you will find. So we will ask the owner approval to add the member. As I told you, in security group, we will add regular accounts. In admin groups, we will add only bank accounts, not other accounts. We will add bank accounts only. And in the server, admin group also, we will add only bank accounts. So security group and admin group. If these two clear, we can go to server group. It is somewhat different now.
Okay.
These two okay?
Yeah.
Why we use security group and why we use admin group?
Admin group, yeah.
See, if for any application, sometimes for getting access, they might be required access to the regular accounts, but for some applications, they might require access to the bank accounts. Right. For me, if I want access to one application, it can access with the regular account. So at the time, they can take access, they can ask to add in any of the security group. But if any of the application need only bank account to be to get the access, then this admin groups like security admin groups can be created and members will be added into the admin groups.
Okay.
Their bank accounts. Now server groups. Why the server groups will use is here in generally, if you take general, it will not be like server admin groups or security groups like that. It completely depend upon the process and procedure followed by one company, one IT or else IT, how they define their process. If you see Infosys, in Infosys, what IT follows is they don't have all these concepts of security, like server admin groups like that. For Infosys, we have only two types of groups. One is distribution, one is security. That's it. In the distribution, if you add, they can send mail to persons who are all in that distribution list. So if I want to send mail to some 100 persons, I cannot send each person individual mail. At the time, what I can do is I can request for one distribution list, and I can get the distribution list, and I can add that 100 members into the distribution list, and I can send a mail in one shot to that all the members in that DL. Whatever I want to convey, I can convey in one shot to that 100 members. But it is not for the mail uses. I want to provide access to that to one application. So if they want to access one SAP, in SAP they want to access one Excel file. How I can give? I cannot use DL here. I cannot provide. I cannot go and add each and individual in that application. So at the time, I would request for the security group. So if you request, they'll create one security group for us. They'll mark it as a by default. If you take from AD console, it will be like distribution by default. It will select. But if I want security, we can create DL as usual, and we can mark it as a security. Then only that owner, who might be the owner, can add that security group in that application. Otherwise, they cannot. In general, the concept is like that. But in Zoetis, they have differentiated between the security group, admin group, and server admin group. And first, I'll tell what Infosys follow, because we have here two companies, so we can differentiate the concept. In Infosys, there is no separate concept of admin account and user account like that. As an Infosys, they'll be having only one ID. Like if I am the user, I will be having Srilata_Gogineni@infosys.com. I'll be having only one ID. If I want admin rights, that ID will be adding in the administrator list of that particular machine or else that particular server under account. So I can show it. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
This is like group, administrator group. This is called administrator groups. The local USM groups, and this is the group and administrators. If I want admin access to this laptop, to my laptop, my ID can be added here. The particular admin, whoever is admin, they can add my ID here, and I will get admin rights to this particular laptop. But like the same thing for the servers also. If I want admin rights to one server, if you consider this as a server, then that particular IT admin will go and add the member in this administrator group, then I will get admin rights to my server. But here in Zoetis, they have differentiated the concept of security groups, admin groups, and server admin groups also. Here, why they have separated is, it's a Zoetis, they deals with the applications only, mainly application developments and everything. So they have created one format of the admin groups. If you take this as one server, okay, this is one particular server. While creation of this server only, this machine name server name -admins, this group will get created automatically, and this group will go and sit in the administrator group.
Okay.
So you got it right?
Yes.
By default, for each and every server, there will be one admin group can be created. So that groups are under these servers.
Server.
So if you take this server, I will tell you. This is server, so we can see, this is one server. This is the object of computer. where it is created under servers only. This is the site, one of the site that one is. So for this server, while building of the server itself, this group has been created, and this group is members, whatever. Generally, it is not showing here. If you go and see it in the machines, it will be there. Okay, so if I want access to the server, this 006 is one server, so I want access to the server. So how I will get an access? Now here in Zorbis, there is no concept of getting direct access to any of the servers. That's why they ask, they'll write, one user will raise a request, I want access to this particular server. Then what we will suggest is, we cannot add a member into the directly this one. We are having this admin group, so we can add your name under these members. And here, the members of this admin group can be any group, any security group, any admin group, or any bank account also. Other than regular account. If you see here, we have different groups here again. So I have requested for access. So again, I will, so admin will ask me the clarification. We have these many groups under this admin group. In which one you want to add your bank account? Based on the input we received, we can add in that particular group. If I requested for, you can add my ID in under DBA admin -L2, then my ID can be added under this group. See here, all bank accounts are there, and functional accounts, service accounts also there.
Okay.
I'll tell service accounts later. So first, I told you that only bank accounts can be added to the admin groups, the server admin groups. Only bank accounts. Not only direct -admins, what are all the sub members of this server admin groups? We have these many members, right? These many groups are there, right? As a members. If you want to add any of this group also, bank accounts only has to add. We should not add any regular account. Otherwise, we can provide access to the service account also.
Okay.
So this is the groups concept. So user will raise the request and we will create the IDs. The same, this one also. We can come here, we can select the group and create new group. But as I told you, right, we will not create any server admin group. By default, it will be created. We will be create only security groups and admin groups under the respective only. So for creation of the groups, what required is name, group name, and NTA, and the description is mandatory, and the primary owner, secondary owner is mandatory. And adding group members. Tomorrow I will tell what is the process of adding members into the group. Like after creation of the group, again we will send mail to the owner. If request is not raised by the owner, we have to send mail to the owner again, and we have to get approval, and then only we can add members into that group.
Okay.
So that is the groups creation process. Different groups what we have in the Zorbis under ASCO.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah, I understood.
Anuraj or Shreya?
Yes, Srilata. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?